Welcome to New Strength. I'm Christina Cookley. New Strength is a daily devotional offering hope and encouragement to people who are trying to get and stay free from depression and or dependency. If you're viewing directly on YouTube, you can read along with me. By clicking on the description area below the screen, you'll see that all the words are there for you. And if you're on my New Strength blog, of course, the words are there for you as well. Thanks for joining me. Our topic is Cultivating the Will to Live. The focus, why live? The scripture, Romans chapter 8, verse 28, from the New International Version of the Bible. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. It's hard to make sense of why some people have a passion for life and others don't. There are so many things that contribute to a person's emotional well-being and healthy development. I was well into my 30s before I had the slightest desire to live. On any given day before that, if God had been taking volunteers to leave here, I would have gladly said, "Pick me." I still believe that to die is gain, according to Philippians chapter 1, verse 21. But these days I'm able to enjoy life with the knowledge that God has a special plan for me that is continually unfolding, one that includes my ability to understand what it is like not to want to live. At this point, I'm able to talk about the subject I kept buried deep inside me for so many years, my suicidal tendencies and my death wish. When you are truly suicidal, you normally don't talk about it. You just think about it. A lot. It is a theme that involuntarily repeats itself in your everyday life. You are constantly faced with a subtle suggestion, what if? If you have never had thoughts like these, it doesn't mean you don't need to listen to this or think about it. Everyone should know more about those who suffer with an emotional failure to thrive, because the problem is much more widespread than people would probably imagine. As you study about the things that can contribute to this condition, you learn that it can affect people from all socioeconomic backgrounds, races, cultures. It is not rare. If you are depressed or have struggled with dependency issues, you have no doubt questioned why you were born, why you are alive, and why you couldn't just die. You may have attempted suicide, or at least thought about it. I'm convinced there aren't a lot of people out there who talk about it who have actually had a problem with it. Searching for answers can give you the feeling that the people writing about it have never been near the dark places you have been by the way they approach the topic. The pat answers they suggest can seem shallow and cause you to lose interest in trying to follow their advice. A big part of the lie that feeds the monster in your mind is that nobody really understands. When the enemy throws that line to you at every turn, you start to believe it, and you stop thinking there is a way out. You accept the falsehood that this is just the way you are, and that you aren't like anyone else. You learn to live with the gnawing loneliness that never leaves, the feeling that life isn't worth living. I'm not a psychologist, but I have experienced some things that have helped me develop a more balanced attitude about life. They are simple things, but they have helped me find hope and encouragement in ways I wasn't able to for most of my life. I made the decision to turn what the enemy of my soul intended for evil into something good. I have learned to embrace the things about myself that used to bewilder me. Here are a few examples. I used to think I was the odd duck and had nothing in common with anybody else. Now I have chosen to believe that God made me as one of a kind, with a completely unique purpose. I used to feel that if people knew the real me, they wouldn't like me, so I constantly tried to reinvent myself as whoever I thought they wanted me to be. Now I know that who I am is who God created me to be. God has a very creative mind, and He was having a good day when He made me. I wasn't some random experiment that failed. I was never able to see any purpose to why I feel like such an alien on this planet. Now I know that there are millions of people out there who feel like just as much of an alien as I felt most of my life. God allowed me to know how that felt so I could give those people encouragement and help them have the will to live. In other words, your needs have helped me make sense out of my own battles in this area. Declaration: I will find new strength by embracing the fact that all things work together for good in this life to those who love God. I will live and not die until God intends for that to happen. I will not try to advance that event. I will find peace and thrive, knowing God made me on purpose. I don't have all the answers, but it is enough for now to know He loves me and that someday I will understand everything better. Thanks for taking the time to listen. I would really appreciate it if you would like this segment, and if you wouldn't mind, please share it with someone else who might also benefit from it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the New Strength Devotional channel on YouTube and on WordPress, and then a link will come to you every day in your email with a segment like this. And if you're already a subscriber, I'll look forward to meeting with you again tomorrow. My prayer is that you will find new strength day by day and endless blessings. I'm Christina Cookley.